So let's talk about something that's happening every day. Today is IP Complaint Day. No, it's not a national holiday, I promise, but it is one complaint we see a lot of. So here are some hints and tips for general IP complaints. Firstly, let's start with something naughty, very naughty. If you've received a complaint letter from someone other than Amazon, do your due diligence. Don't just take it as read that it is a real thing. Some rogue sellers do this, so it will help them be the only one selling this particular ASIN. Check it's legitimate. Don't forget, if it is real, it will show up in your Seller Central account, as they will have to contact Amazon at some point. So just hold off, but do your due diligence. Make sure it is legit before you do anything. Here's something you may not have actually realised either. Your old listings, get rid of them. Get them out of there. What you don't want is an IP violation because of something that is an old listing. At the end of the day, just clear your old stuff out, because the last thing you want is that IP to come along and bite you when it's something you've forgotten about over the last 6 months. Get rid of it. Have you approached a brand owner and asked them if you can sell their stock? So this is if a brand owner is complaining. They may give their authorization. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, but it is so worth giving it a go. Try it. You never know. You may just get that letter of authorization, and then you can forward it to Amazon and it's all good to go. Of course, if you're not already suspended, then close, remove and delete the listing. That's the best way forward. But sometimes you will have to become a detective. Now, if I had the hat and the pipe, as Sherlock Holmes does, I'd be wearing it right now. But unfortunately, I don't, so I can't give it to you. I'm very sorry. But check your emails. As we say before, read your emails constantly. Check your emails for Amazon. Check your Seller Central account. And make sure that you have all of the information that you need to be able to deal with this. Now, by that, I'm talking about make sure you know the timeline, because some IP complaints can be 24 hours. That's right, you heard correct, 24 hours to get back to Amazon. Otherwise, they are seriously looking at suspending your account. Others are 90 days, but some are 24 hours. So make sure you know exactly what it is that Amazon want from you, and that should come in the email. What is it that you've got to do? What have you got to collate? Do you have to get invoices? Do you have to get plan of action together? What is it you've got to do, and get back to them within 24 hours. Do not, under any circumstances, send Amazon an email basically saying, what do I do with this? How does it work? What is the timeline? Don't send any of those types of emails. That will not do your case any good. And that to Amazon is seen as a communication. Once you do one of those communications and you do it again and again and again, Amazon could potentially stop talking to you, and then they will deactivate your account. So please don't send those types of emails. Send them to us, and we'll talk you through exactly how it all works and what's going on and how it needs to be done. help@getunsuspended.com. It's all free advice, so don't worry. But don't send it to Amazon. What due diligence did you do before you purchased your product? You might have to redo it to ensure there's no changes. So for instance, check the other sellers of the ASIN. Are they all disappearing? Has it suddenly gone from 25 people to 0? This could mean they're all getting IP complaints, so they're all closing, deleting, getting rid of their stock. If this is happening in a really quick succession, then you know there's an IP issue going on with this particular product. Has Amazon given you the name of who complained? If they have, fantastic. Write to them, ask them to remove the complaint, but be polite. Don't send them a really horrible email. Be polite, be nice, because everybody reads an email how they're feeling. So if they're in a grumpy mood and they get an email which says, can you just delete this complaint because it's not fair? They're going to go, no. What you need to do is, dear sir or madam, or whoever you want to address it to, we have been suspended on Amazon because of this complaint. We're really sorry. We have closed, deleted and removed our listing. We will never do it again without your permission. Please, would you take away your complaint, as this has suspended our account. We really appreciate taking the time on doing this. Thank you so much. It all goes towards you absolutely getting your account back. Ask the question, leave it a few days. If you haven't had a response, reply to that email and send it back on to them and just basically say, appreciate that you're really busy. Could you please help us with this? We would really appreciate your time. Thank you so much. If you could retract the complaint, that would be most appreciated. Again, nice and polite, but again, just doing the whole, you want your account back. That is the end part of this. You just want your account back. If you don't get an answer after 2 or 3 times, quit. Just quit. If your account is now at risk and Amazon are asking for an appeal, which is possible, you need to write a plan of action. I'll do a proper plan of action video at another date, but follow exactly what Amazon are asking for. Don't embellish or put information in there that's not needed. They won't want to read 122 pages of text that is totally irrelevant to this whole situation. Do not give them information that they don't ask for. Don't go off on a tangent and say, well, last Thursday I did X, Y, Z and then X, Y, Z, because Amazon could read that and turn around and go, well, I don't know what that is, so I'm going to keep your suspension going whilst you try and tell me what this bit is, because I've never heard of this. That is giving them more information than they actually need, so don't do that. Just give them exactly what they are asking for. This is the hard part. Wait for a reply. Be patient. Ignore any myths or anyone that tells you can chase as many times as you like. Amazon will not thank you for it and you'll probably get ignored. Amazon also say, when you send them a communication, that they'll get back to you in 48 hours. That's not necessarily true. Again, don't chase them. Wait for them to come back to you. Don't worry if your first POA is not accepted. POA is plan of action. If it's not accepted, so you'll probably have to submit another one. That's okay, don't worry. They're very rarely accepted on the first go. You just need to expand the information you've already done, like how you'll ensure it never happens again, what procedures you've put in place and how you've trained your staff, etc. And once you've done all this, you should be able to get your account back. At the end of the day, this is Amazon we're talking about, and they have their own rules, and so you could ask again and again to send your POA, but just keep at it. This is your business. Provide the information that Amazon wants you to do. Do it in a timely manner. Make sure you do your due diligence before you purchase anything so that you don't get into this situation right at the beginning. Keep an eye on your emails that Amazon send you about any IP issues coming up, because that will give you a heads up as to what's going to happen in the future. Essentially, don't ignore any emails from Amazon. You never know what they contain. But if you're finding all of this really stressful and you just need someone to talk to, email us at help@getunsuspended.com and we'll happily give you some free advice and talk you through exactly what happens every single step of the way. Good luck. And if you like our YouTube channel, please like, subscribe, do the little jingle for the next YouTube video, and hopefully we will speak to you soon.